Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Dwarf Fortress with Nerdstalgic. We are the Cobaltempire, and we are, I think, on episode 23 now, so wow, another long-lived fortress. I was just thinking, before I fired up this recording, we're 23 episodes in, we're getting actually fairly close to my soft population cap that I set of 100. And I did that for FPS concerns, basically. And I don't really know what my end game is with this fortress. So I thought I would just put the question to you guys. What would you like to see be the, what are we working towards? What do you want me to work towards in this fortress? We've already went to the circus in a different Let's Play. And, that's fairly anticlimactic and climactic at the exact same time. So I'd rather not go to the circus again, but what would you guys like to see? I mean, are we just going to start doing, exploring with stupid dwarf tricks, which, I'll confess I'm not really good at. I've not really done them before, but I'm willing to try. Or, do you guys have a different, like a vision of what you would like to see or something that you are interested in? I'm definitely all ears as to what you guys want in this situation. Do you guys just want to see us continue to grow and improve things and build up like a really strong military and then start, going down to the different cavern layers and exploring around down there? Or, what would you like to see? Let me know in the comments. Anyways, so, in our last episode, we just did a bunch of, basically, I like to call it status quo type stuff. We did some farming, we fertilized some crops, and, some mining, some smoothing. We did have a masterwork grate that was made by Yuri. Congratulations, Yuri. You made something absolutely, positively useless, but it's masterwork. And it does contribute to the wealth of the fortress. So thank you very much there. In fact, what do we got now? 460,000 dwarf bucks. Not the most I've ever had in a fortress. I've definitely had fortresses before that have been well over the 1 million dwarf buck created wealth before they went kaput for FPS concerns normally. But we're going to keep on rambling on. We're only in year 2, and we're only in the summer of year 2, so going to be plenty more opportunities to make stuff. So we're about to do a little trading, I think. So our broker, Nerdstalgic, is at the depot. Let's just see if we traded everything, what would we have? 61,000 dwarf bucks. So we're certainly going to be able to buy everything that we would like from this human scum. Oh, did I say that out loud? What do we want? We don't need any of that stuff. We already have plenty of dogs. Doesn't look like they brought any animals that we would be interested in. That's unfortunate. We were looking for like some, mating animals, like some pairs for some different things. I think like we were needing like a reindeer bull and things like that, but well, it wasn't in the cards. We'll get some of this raspberry wine. Hopefully that will sate our thirst for different kinds of things to drink. They don't bring much, do they? They don't bring much. Yeah, I don't want any of your seeds. I'll take your flour. Ooh. Quinoa. Quinoa is so good. It's good for you, too. Quinoa flour. Yeah, we'll take the flour. We'll use that in our cooking. It is a bit expensive, but, we've got plenty of dwarf bucks to spread around. Oh, we already did that one. Okay. Oh, I forgot that I can just hold down shift. Back to hitting enter. Old habits die hard, guys. Woebegong? Spotted woebegong. I'm imagining that's some kind of a bird. But I don't know. I don't know, guys. Alright, so we're going to take all the cloth and leather that they have to offer. And generally, this is what I look forward to the human caravans the most, is the cloth and leather bins. Because they do bring a lot of this. And it's very helpful, because we need to keep clothes on our dwarves' backs, and we need to keep leather armor and leather shields for our militia. that is out of ammunition at the moment. Maybe we should make another craft store workshop so that we can have that available should we need it. Doesn't have to always be on. We can have the two different workshops share the same workflow constraint. You know, and both of them will only run if, you know, like one or the other. We need both at the same time. So I think that sounds like an alright idea. We can put it down there by the new mason that we just built. A sperm whale tooth figurine of a human. I see. Yeah, we'll take all your meat, all of these fish, all your veggies. We're going to make lavish meals from them. Take all your cheeses as well. I love a good cheese, especially at night. I like my night cheese. Alright, so that's 9,000 dwarf bucks worth of stuff. Ooh! So some of it did make its way into the finished goods bin. Would you be interested in these fine clothes of dwarven make? Well, too bad. You're going to get them anyways. There's even some gems in there. I don't really know how the gems wound up in there. Was it one gem? A large Morian? Nah, whatever. We're going to send them off with probably about double. And that should make them really happy. I imagine when the dwarven caravan comes in, they're probably going to bestow a barony upon us. I imagine. We'll give them one more bin of goods. That should give them a sufficient amount of profit. They'll walk away ecstatic. And he is ecstatic. Very good. Okay, well. So now let's take everything back, I suppose. There we go. Very good. And we'll go back down, and we want to go ahead and get him back started making lavish meals. On repeat. Very good. Too bad they didn't bring any more booze. I'm tired of drinking the same old hooch as well. Alright, let's go ahead and get that other craft store workshop set up. Otherwise, we're going to get spammed with that stupid ghost sound from SoundSense constantly, and it's really annoying. Use the chart, it's fine. Alright, so what's up here? Well, what we're going to do is we're just going to add in the same things that the other Mason's Workshop has, and they're going to do they're just going to split it. So thrones, doors, tables, is that it? Probably. And then we'll just put it on repeat. It should, yeah, see, it shares the same workflow constraint, which is good. Good, good, good. Yeah, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Very good. Attached to the bronze mace. Yeah, look at all the food. Gotta love the food, man. Let's go ahead and dump these clothes. Wonder why some of the clothes ended up where I wanted them and other clothes did not. I don't know. If any of you guys have any insight on that, I would appreciate it. Somebody did point out a stockpile thing for me, which is very, very helpful of them. We did already resolve the issue, but never, you know, never be afraid to call things to my attention, even if you think it is after the fact, because somebody else might also have that question, and they may not have seen how I resolved it. So the key is always just to phrase it in a respectful manner. As long as it's phrased in a positive or respectful manner, I have absolutely no problem with any kind of tips, even on old videos. Because, like I said, other people that are watching it, you know, they may not know how to resolve that issue. So, gotta share our knowledge. Share the knowledge. Share the wealth. We got a migrant wave, huh? I don't think, yeah, these have not been set up yet for bedrooms. I think even with that migrant wave, we're probably going to be fine because I don't think that wave can be very big. It might push us right up to 100. Looks like we're sitting at what is that, like 92? Yeah, 92. Yeah, so it looks like 92. Let's go ahead and pause, and let's see what we got. Read the dwarves. Let's look at migration wave. Where's it at? There it is. We got 7 or 6. We got 6. 6 dwarves. Anybody good? Ooh, what's this? Mason. A High Master Surgeon. Very useful. Also a High Master Wound Dresser. An Accomplished Grower. You can never have too many farmers, guys. You can never have too many farmers. And Professional Glaze. We're not military. Hello. Spear Dwarf. What's this? Huh. Very cool. So maybe our third squad will be a Spear Dwarf squad. Is what I'm thinking, with Lolor as the leader. Lolor the leader. So that puts us up to, yeah, 92. We have 84 adults and then 8 children, it looks like. Or maybe this is 84 adults, 6 children, 2 babies. I don't know. I'm not too sure. If you guys know what this is, I know that this is the adults, but I'm not sure what the 6 and 2 is. If that, maybe that's male and female, or if it's just children and baby. I don't know. So maybe our next militia squad will be a spear squad. I was kind of mentioning that, I think in a comment, somebody that I'm leaning towards giving them some sort of like a role-playing name where they're kind of like a ragtag bunch of misfits, kind of like the Bad News Bears, if you're familiar with that film series of our fortress. Because, you know, the first squad, the Bronze Gods, everybody loves the Bronze Gods, you know. They are the top of the heap. You know, they wear the bronze armor, which is afforded, you know, extra privileges in Cobaltempire, and these guys are forced into wearing, you know, copper, so they feel a little bit second rate. So maybe we're gonna name them something, you know, like something around that. So if you guys have any suggestions about maybe what we should name that third militia, just leave it in the comments below, and I'll take a look and pick the best one. Pick the one that I think suits it the best. Maybe we'll name them the Inglorious Bastards. Alright, so it looks like our statues are done. So we can set up our statues here. Along our hallway, bronze statues. Very good. No need for planing mode. We already have the 10 statues, so set them up there, and then we were going to lay some traps, right? Not tables, traps. We were going to do cage traps. So what we'll do is we're just going to do like a zigzag, or like X's. So we're going to put one there, and then there, and then there, and then there. We might run out of mechanisms. We need to link back up that bridge too. That's what the mechanisms made me think of. So if they manage to get past the murder hallway, yeah, need more mechanisms. They manage to get past the murder hallway, which they probably won't. They're probably gonna get caught in a cage. Alright, let's link it up to a bridge. This one. Oh, we don't... There's a mechanism right here! It's right here. I guess it's counting these mechanisms as already spent. And it counted that one in it, so... That makes sense. Road is still not being done, but that's completely fine. What's going on in here? So we've got some sparring going on. I like to see that. Nobody's up to any kind of a legendary level yet. I can tell because if they were legendary, they'd be flashing blue. Did we get any more animals that we need to pasture? Let's take a look. Oops. Yes. Okay, we got a donkey. We got a female donkey. Ooh, to pair with that male donkey. Nice. A male baby llama. Have any other llamas? Any other llamas in the house? No. And a bunny. Oh, how cute. All right. Speaking of animals, did we ever get our war dog training done? I don't think we did. we've been trying to like train these stray dogs as war animals for a really long time, and I just don't think it's worked out. I think Svengal keeps on. He's so busy with planting, you know. He really, his one love in life is to train animals, you know. But he can't find the time because, you know, Shelly keeps on making him plant. He's like, I just want to go play with the dogs, and she's like, nope, you got to plant those fields, homeboy. So. I'm so sorry, Svengal. I wanted it to work out for us. Alright, so we can do some more engraving. We'll just set up both of these to be engraved. Let's go down to our mining level here. We should set up a hotkey so I don't have to arrow down every time, because that's kind of boring. Point of interest. What was our other point of interest? Was it the well? No. Well, it wasn't really that far away, was it? Alright, well, we'll just, we'll say zoom here. Wait, oh god, son of a bitch. I forgot to actually change the hotkey. So now our gate is zooming to here. Well, it's easily fixed. Easily fixed. And as a matter of fact, I was kind of wanting to change the gate anyways. So it wasn't really accurate. Our gate was actually taking us up at the top level, which isn't really our gate. This is really our gate. So now this is our gate. Very good. So when I hit F1, it goes here now instead of going up top, and then I have to arrow back down, which is, it's not a big deal, but it's kind of a pain in the ass. All right, so what do we find? Did we find really anything? We found some gems. You know, I mean, Fluxstone in and of itself is good. You know, just having Fluxstone. Oh, Control V. If I wasn't already married, I'd marry you. More Fluxstone. New layer. Okay, so just some gems, huh? Pyrite. Fool's Gold. What's down here? Anything? It's not finding hardly any metals through here. But we've only went in one direction. So let's cast out this way. And this way and see if we strike anything. Whoa, whoa, way too far. That's fine. Alright, busy. We need to keep smoothing and engraving here too in the workshops. Okay, looks like our craft dwarf's workshop is set up, so let's go ahead and put the rock pots in there and the wooden bolts. Excellent. What are you making right now? Still making rock pots, huh? I guess that's what's gonna happen. Food stocks are looking super smoking right now. 1,200 prepared meals. We could even sell prepared meals if we wanted to. There is good money in prepared meals from what I understand. I've never sold prepared meals before, but I've read that digging, you know, through different Dwarf Fortress sources, you know, wikis and Reddit and things like that. You know that you are a real Dwarf Fortress nerd whenever you actually go to Dwarf Fortress Reddit. And you know you're even more of a Dwarf Fortress nerd when you read like Dwarf Fortress, I don't know if you'd call it fiction, but like reading people's like Instagram posts of their fortresses. I read a really interesting one where a guy embarked on a glacier in like an undead biome, and I'm sure some of you have probably read about it too. If you haven't, you should try to find that. I'm sure if you just like Googled, you know, like DF embark, glacier embark, undead biome, you know, you'd find it. It was interesting to see what happened. He did really well. He did really well. I don't think I finished reading it all, but it was very interesting reading, seeing, you know, the things that he had to do to survive. You know, because if it's a glacier, there are no trees, and if it's an undead biome, then you have that chance of you know, reanimation. I won't spoil it for you. Even though I kind of already have a little bit. What do we got going on here? Okay, so that's all done very nicely. We engraved there. I guess let's start smoothing and engraving the workshop areas. Get that finished up. So we'll have, let's go ahead and smooth this out. Stray llama. Alright, we're out of logs again. We're just gonna have to chop a bunch of trees, I guess, because we are flying through it with making, you know, charcoal and ash and just all sorts of stuff. Luckily there are no elves around, or they'd be extremely upset with us. What's going on here? Nothing. Okay. Oh, we're still smelting tetrahedrite. Very good. Charcoal. Looks like we're good on rock pots now. You can stomp with your rock pots. Are we good on? We're good on bolts too, really? Wow. Okay. Cool. Very cool. All right. Let's go down to the mining layer. See what's up. I guess I should have changed the hotkey, huh? Yeah, we'll make a new hotkey here. Zoom. So just some gems. Jelly opal. More jelly opal. And more jelly opal. Yeah. Fair enough. So let's go down some more. Keep digging, boys. Yeah. Ooh, native silver. Yes, please. Alright, let's do some digging this way. I mean, we do get silver out of the tetrahedrite as well, but it's a 20% chance when smelted. Versus, you know, native silver, of course, is a 100% chance. So, yeah, that's, you know, 100 greater than 20. For all you guys who are math challenged, which I'm sure if you're watching a Dwarf Fortress Let's Play, I highly doubt any of you are math challenged. And if you you have deluded yourself into thinking that you are, maybe you should take a good long look in the mirror again and consider further. All right, well, I think that's a pretty good place to stop. And in our next episode, I am going to continue mining. We might go ahead and set up that third militia squad. So it would be really, really good if you guys have any thoughts about what you want to name that squad. If you have any suggestions, just leave them in the comments below, and I will check them out. And, you know, you guys suggest something that I think is very fitting. Remember, we're kind of going for a vibe there that they're kind of like the redheaded stepchildren of the fort. Because they can't use the bronze, so they're probably going to be wearing like copper armor. So, and they resent that. Also, any feedback towards what you guys would like to see, you know, the end game of this fortress be, I would also welcome that as well. The only thing that is barred from the end game with our current settings is the way that I have our population cap locked. We cannot become monarch because you have to have 150 citizens or dwarfs in your fortress, and I've got my population cap set too low for that. The reason being, it's really cool flavor that you get to become the monarch, but there's not really much else to it. So I didn't think there was really a point. That could be an end game for another game if you guys would want that. But let's talk about this game for now. So what do you guys think the end goal should be here? Anyways, thank you guys so much for supporting this this series and watching the series. You guys are super faithful. You always you know, are commenting and liking and watching, and that really helps out a ton because it enables other people to also see my videos, and yeah, keeps me motivated to make more content. So thank you guys so much. I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, game on.